Hey guys, Zenica here again with another video about Quake champions. In this video we're going to talk about advanced duel strategy, how to maximize your advantage versus your opponent, and how to get out of bad situations. First, let's take a look at in control play. When in control, you have the ability to dictate the game. Your opponent will be looking to do chip damage versus you, and you will be aiming to get the kill in a single engagement. This is because of the health and armor cap of champions. If your opponent hits almost any chip damage unreturned, and because of health decay, your health and armor advantage is nullified almost immediately. At the very least, be sure to push your opponent out of position for the next coming item, where they will only have replenished a small amount of health and armor. Because of your higher stack, you can generally move around the map without much risk of dying. As you aggressively and quickly move around the map, you eliminate the amount of areas they could be, and are able to set traps based on process of elimination. Be careful, as the more you play aggressive, players are able to set traps with long range rails and good use of rockets and nailgun. In this situation, I've picked up the Mega and Big Armor safely, and have gone past the rocket launcher and railgun room. The only areas my opponent could be is in the nailgun room, the railgun teleporter, and the stairs near rocket launcher. With this information, I can now walk into those areas and hope to catch my opponent off guard. Next, let's talk about defensive play. When extremely low, the game turns into a 50-50 gamble. If your opponent guesses correctly of where you will go to restack your health and armor, you will always be fragged unless they make a movement error. A good way to push your opponents away is with defensive rockets and utilizing the heavy nailgun, as they can't run at you on an optimal movement path, and that sometimes leads to your escape. The last strategy is the double back. When you exit a fight, there is an obvious choice of where the closest health and armor is to restack, but your opponent can easily catch you. Going on the opposite path is suboptimal, but can lead to your slow build-up to be able to contest for items. Constantly hear out your opponent until a big item is about to spawn, so that you can freely collect smaller armors and health safely. Or alternatively, if you feel your opponent is still trying to catch you, don't be afraid to steal a major item. In this example, the big armor has just been taken, and the closest health and armor is at the top, which is the most predictable path. Here I'm able to double back and collect the lower health. At this point, the big armor is almost respawned, and I'm freely able to take the higher armor. Keep utilizing these 50-50 guesses until you're able to contest for more items again. Prioritizing the big armor is key in maintaining a higher stack versus your opponent. Especially versus larger champions with a higher armor pool, it's difficult for them to collect because of armor scarcity and their slower movement. Keep in mind that when dealing damage, it takes 2/3 from their armor and 1/3 from the health pool. If you go for chip damage, you need to deal at least 57 damage to be effective. If you only deal 56 damage, one armor container can give 25 and an additional 13 armor if rounded up, resulting in only 18 health damage. With this in mind, feel free to commit to big fights, and then going back to collect the big armor. In the next fight, your opponent will be at an armor deficit, and you can also collect health during the fight. In this example, commit to doing a bit of damage, sweeping back to collect the big armor, and then position well for the next major item. When you lack a particular gun, it can be hard to secure kills. A skilled opponent can deny weapons and make you take a decent amount of damage when you try to collect them. If your opponent is camping in a room, you need to take full map control. From here, zone out your opponent the best you can with the weapons you have, and take the gun you need while taking a bit of damage. It's important you don't take roughly more than 100 damage, or your opponent will retake full control. In this example, I don't have the lightning gun. Here I take full map control and use Slash's ability to quickly get in and out of the room. In the current state of the game, a lot of players are using Solag and Anarchy. These champions are dominating the game because of their fast movement and superior health stack. Versus Solag, use fast champions and specifically aim to do chip damage first, as you can almost never beat a Solag full stack. Try champions like Slash and Ranger, as they both have abilities that can do damage and outmaneuver Solag. Versus Anarchy, use Clutch. Although it can be difficult to pull off, use Clutch's momentum to slide across walls and reach similar speeds to Anarchy while running him with the shield. Although setting traps are good versus Anarchy, rockets can be inconsistent, which is his biggest counter. Your main objective is to keep utilizing better position with a higher health stack, and just hope to god your rockets do correct damage. Alright guys, that's all the advanced tips I have for Duel. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to answer it quickly. If you'd like to see more content, check out my Quake Champions Duel stream at 7 to 10 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time most weeknights. Alright guys, thanks again, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Bullshit.